Testing. All right. Oh, this is crazy. Let's go ahead and it's kind of mixed up. I don't like this. I want to pull up right. Good morning, Lori Lee. About to get started here. Let's see. I meant to open this one first. Here. Then this one. Okay, there we go. All right. So we are ending the end of the year. We are really running close to 2025. You know, we only got a day left basically. I don't think there's going to be anything super special on the 30th. Let's see. Nothing crazy that's posted out there like any meetings today or anything like that. Let's go look at our scans. So over here on our scans, we can see that we have NXU up 310%. We have Watt up 230. We have INTZ, which has moved up even more since last week when I saw it. We have REKR up 50%, Octo up 83%, CTM up 64%. Let me do this like this. Okay. So yeah, let me throw some of these on and see what they're actually doing. Now this one's super high up. NXU. That was kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, anyway, throw these on the watch up here. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna look through them and see what their floats are looking like. Octo, NL, SP, CTM. I'm just gonna take all the ones over, let's say 25%. And if anything else pops up, then we'll look at that too. But let's start off with the highest mover, which is NXU. NXU, what you got going on this morning? Okay, no press releases or anything like that for NXU. How long has it been trading? It's been trading for a while. Charts aren't just beautiful, but definitely been trading for a while. Let's go to Watt. Then we'll go over there and look at these floats. WATT news on December 3rd. It said Energis awarded a scalable multi-phase contract with Fortune 10 retailer. Let's go to INTZ, which was a mover from last week, but just never really broke out, kind of traded sideways before a breakout this morning. Intrusion Inc. Intrusion Inc. expands cybersecurity portfolio with Shield Sentinel, advanced network monitoring for large-scale environments. Okay, that's up 106. Next one is Octo. Octo, December 20th, or 8co completes non-dilutive capital raise and second debt extension. What about NLSP? There's a lot of movers this morning. I know that. But the haven't seen any standout catalysts, so we'll see. NLSP Pharmaceutics or NLS Pharmaceutics Limited. They are merging. That's some merger news. So I really don't mess with mergers for real. Let's see. CTM Castellum three days ago announced its pricing of 3.7 million public offering and of common stock. Next one is PLRZ. This one's the first one I've seen with news today. Polyrizon announces publication of U.S. national patent application for its innovative hydrogel nasal technologies. I don't know how that's gonna do today, but it's up 50%. Doesn't look like it's got a whole lot of trading time on it. Yeah, it's less than a year old. Started trading on what looks like October 29th of this year. REKR. News of third quarter 2024 financial results. And then the last one, FFIE. Now, we've all seen FFIE before. We know it can get quite spontaneous. It's got news. It has news from 10 hours ago, which was Faraday Future to deliver FF91 2.0 futurist alliance to entrepreneur and community leader Luke Hans in January 2025. Okay, so that's like some upcoming events. Interesting. All right, well, yeah, so this is pretty much the watch for now. Let me see. Scan. Am I tripping? Nope, I am not. Okay, we're good to do there. All right, so let's jump over and check some of these floats. Let's check some of these floats, starting with NXU. Says the outstanding shares is 15 million, so the float should be lower than that. We'll see. But it is back under $1 though. Falling now. Okay. Let's see. So statistics float is 11.19 million on that one. Let's see. What are the holders looking like? Not that many insiders or institutions on that one. So I'm guessing it's not going to be as strong as possible. Most of the ones that we see rip have really high insiders and really low institutions. INTZ. So next one. I'll take note of anything that looks like, looks like it can actually do something. All right, so let's look at this one. Float of 6.16. Insiders is 11. Institutions is 2. I mean, yeah, looks pretty good. 6 million low float. We'll keep it up there. I just typed that up. INTZ. And we'll keep this in mind. Floats, insiders. I know it doesn't have any catalyst for today, but when has that stopped one of these small caps, right? All right, next is looking like Holo just popped back up here. HOLO up 80%. And Watt kind of not moving right now. Let me make sure I didn't already go over Watt. Energis. I don't think I looked at their float. Float of 7 or 6.28. Insiders very low, institutions very high, so that's probably going to be a little chop factory today. But hollow, HOLO, popping up there. And I don't think this was in there earlier, so let's look at that. If any news popped out on, oops, hollow. Okay, 10 minutes ago, Micro Hologram Inc. developed semiconductor quantum dot hole spin Q. Whoa, that's a lot of words. Okay. Microcloud Hologram Inc. develops semiconductor quantum dot hole spin qubit technology, advancing the frontiers of quantum computing. That may be interesting today. It's up at $4.64 for HOLO. Let's go look at that float. And it's got pretty low insiders as well. We'll see what happens there. I'll keep that one on there. It does have news from 10 minutes ago though, so could have a exciting open. Doesn't mean it's gonna last all day though. All right, next one is White Hollow. We did INTZ. What about Octo? Octo is the next one. 8Co Holdings. This one's up 69%. Has a float of 1.56, has some okay insiders and low institutions. And this one is Octo at $2.70. Okay. What else is here? We have CTM. $2.32. Float of 25.5. So this one's got some pretty high insiders as well. Like I said, none of these, once we see them open and we kind of see them kind of holding up, then that's when I'm like, okay, let's start zeroing in on this thing. But some of them, especially on Monday mornings, they have a really, really exciting open, and then they will pull back very harshly and leave you holding the bag. This one was CTM. Okay, so we did White, Hollow, INTZ, Octo, CTM, NLSP. NLSP float under $1 million. That's some higher insiders there. Okay. Boom. NLSP. All right, and then we got Wrecker. I don't even know if this one's gonna be able to keep up. REKR. Super high institutions. That's why people are staying away from it. It's only at 47%, but those institutions are probably going to scare people away. Those high institutions, it's almost like they hold it, and it can get very wicky pulling people in on that. So I don't know about that. PLRZ. PLRZ float under oh, this is the new one. This one hasn't been trading that long. It's only been trading like less than a year. You really don't see any institutions in there. It's only up 46% though, so, and it's not receiving a whole bunch of volume. Don't really care about it. It's gonna have to really bring the heat to be something on today. REKR. REKR float of 71. Yeah, that's some high institutions. That's why I think I already looked at that one. Maybe it shifted positions. FFIE, Faraday Future. Insiders, institutions, float of 11.1 million, up 28%. It's got a lot of competition on the board being up 28%. You got a 200% mover, you got a 100% mover, you got all of this stuff above it. Plus, look at the volume in here: 65 million, 26 million, all this stuff. And then we have FFIE down here with only 10 million. It's got some work to do for sure. But we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see. But right now, these are the ones that I took down: INTZ, Hollow, Octo, CTM, and NLSP. Now, like I said, these may have some exciting opens, but you just cannot depend on them to hold the day. You know what I mean? We went through the catalyst and nothing just was like super duper catalyst on Monday morning before New Year's. So we'll see. Let's go and look at their charts. Starting with the top, let's go to Watt first. That is up 235%. This is the 15-minute chart. Let me brighten my screen up because I can't see. Okay, 15-minute chart. It hit a high up here of 175. Moved from 41 cents up here to 175 with 65 million shares traded. INTZ, like I said, this one was moving on Friday, but it just never, it went the opposite direction. Never did break over the ATR high, never did do any of that, and just slammed down, right? And so what I'm seeing is this one likes to move during pre-market. Moves, moves, and then we'll have to see what the intraday looks like for it. The high of this one was 540 up here. Hollow is another one that we've seen before of 88%, 23 million shares traded on it. Hit a high up here of 530s. A big green candle there. So maybe it'll need to chop around before it decides to do anything else. I don't know. Octo. I know I've traded this one before because I already got lines up there. That's not from today. But traded up there to the highs of $3.92, almost $4, and headed back down to 270. And then NLSP not looking so hot. CTM kind of looking like a sideways consolidation in here above $2. PLRZ high of 320s. And so what I've been doing, I just been trading. So I did size down. I sized down to get out of that whole, like, I was taking too much size on some of those trades. I have been only trading things above ATR highs. Once they break ATR highs, I'm looking for them to do some slight consolidation, then go higher. Some of these don't. They'll close that first candle and just rock it. And those I just like, okay, well, I just wait for you to pull back. And I just trade above the ATR highs. Reker, REKR. I didn't even realize I wasn't on the screen with my my charts. Let's start over. So we got Watt. You see Watt that has a high up there of 175. And okay, I'm gonna get to that. 175 came down to 135. INTZ looking kind of sideways, had a pretty nice move for like 2 candles and then choppy. Hollow, big candle, still within the secondary candle there, 443. I mean, this one could get a little bit of love. I don't know. 24 million shares traded. Octo working its way down from the highs that it hit. CTM sideways consolidation. PLRZ, just not picking up shares. This one has been trading less than a year. NLSP has gone even further down. REKR 40% and FFIE. So yeah, we got a couple. We'll see what holds up and doesn't slam through the floor. But you know, it's all in good fun. The SPY, NQ, and all of that good stuff. Let's go look at that real quick. So the SPY and the NQ moved down quite a bit here from 21,600s on. Wait, where did this session open? This session opened back here, so it kind of traded sideways and then just dropped off. Okay, so NQ and all of that good stuff is down. So SOXS is something that is up. It goes in the reverse of the SPY. If the SPY is going down, it'll be going up. The only thing is, a lot of times when we come in and it's already made a move, it's more probable for it to make a reversal first before continuing. So, you know, don't get caught in something crazy jumping in there, because a lot of times right at the open it's like, oh yeah, we look like, you know, the NQ is looking like it's going down, everything, huge rip back up, and it's like, why though? Oh yeah. But yeah, interesting day to come. Hopefully you guys had a great Christmas, you know, got a chance to celebrate a little bit, put on some extra pounds for your New Year's resolution to destroy the gym. Hello. Got about 7 minutes to the open. We pretty much have solidified the things we want to watch. So basically, this top volume, I'm looking for things that are reaching 10 million shares in pre-market. You know, giving us a good storyline. Something is happening there, and it doesn't mean it's going to continue to happen at the open. It just is something to be watched. You know, some people are excited about these things. Is what I'm looking for. And that's what we're seeing. But on Mondays, sometimes this excitement can fade very fast. Very fast. I need to update that. Where's my oop? Okay, let me update this script real quick. What am I trying to do? Update script. Why is like really into its movement here, kind of like just slowing down. So I think I'm either going to be watching INTZ out of the open that's still receiving some pretty good volume, or Hollow out of the open. Octo and all these other ones, just look at PLZR, threw a quick wick up there and now it's forming big wicks. Like I said, it's only been trading for less than a year. So, you know, not a lot of confidence there, slamming around, only 50% up with all the competition above it. CTM, yeah. So I think INTZ and Hollow are going to be some things that I'm actually watching. I'm gonna take FFIE off because it may grind up. I don't know, but it's just got too much competition on the board. And CTM, taking that one off. Wrecker, looking trash. PLZR. Watt, I'm probably gonna take Watt off too. But it's up 200 and something. NXU is still doing its thing, but it's under $1. So I got 5 that I'm watching. NXU, Watt, INTZ, Octo, and PLRZ. Now, NXU, it's got 126 in the volume, but I just do not trust it to get back over and hold 1. So I'm probably going to not focus on that one. If it pops back over 1, then I'll watch it. But other than that, if it pops up real quick and fails, I'm just going to let it go. But yeah, we got Watt. Why do I keep coming back to Watt? What is Watt going to do? I'm going to take off Watt. If it comes back up, okay, great. But yeah, INTZ, Octo, PLRZ are looking like some things that I need to be watching. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll start off with either INTZ or, wait, was it Hollow? Did I pop Hollow? I never put Hollow here. That's what it was. Hollow, not Octo. INTZ and Octo. And these are the highest price ones, and they are receiving quite a bit of volume. They're kind of in competition right now. Both of them have 27 million, so one is probably going to take the lead. One is already over 100%, one is at 83%. So, and they're similar price. So this is where I'm kind of nailing down to kind of be a spot where people are looking. Which one of these is going to be the strongest one? And we'll see. We will see. About 1:30 left. Just be watching. I'll switch this up. I want to put my watch list up top so I don't look and just see things on the top volume. I want to see the watch list here up top. So move that up here. So I got the NQ, which is red on the day, and I got the 2 that I want to watch here. So we got about 43 seconds left. INTZ showing a little high here at 460. Hollow has a little flat, has a little flattening up here at right at $5 that it failed off of. 23 seconds left. Which one of these will be the stronger vessel? Or will they both plummet? INTZ has a 6.16 million shares in the float, and Hollow has 5.46 million. So we've got our open. We got our ATR high up here of 472. On Hollow, let's look at this one. Has ATR up here of 484. Which one of these is going to get over the ATR high is the first question. And we'll do some rotations here in a second. All right. INTZ. It needs to break and hold over the 460s, kind of like 460-ish level, and start to try to get up there to the ATR highs. Let's look at Hollow. Hollow's got a lot of work. I mean, it's got the ATR highs here, but it's also got $5 wall right there for it to get over as well. All right, INTZ getting over this level 460, going up there, checking in with the ATR high. Will it snap back is the question. And ATR high is at 476 right now. What will a snapback? Will a snapback be able to stay above 460s? Looks like it. Throwing some little wicks up there. Okay, so they both still have 30 million. Neither one of them are taking the lead yet. But as far as setup wise goes, INTZ looks better than Hollow. Hollow is continuing down. It's getting above this ATR high, which we like to see. Let me show y'all Hollow. Hollow just not even close to the ATR highs. Octo, all these other ones that we looked at are doing not so well at the ATR highs. NLPC, FF, FFIE. Like I said, this one may be a grinder, but I don't want to get into a grinder today. It's only 36% up with all of this competition above it. So, yeah, INTZ is looking like where it's at. Hollow all the way under $4 now. So, INTZ taking the lead, getting over $5, but this candle hasn't closed yet. It had a high of 540. 540 up there. Broke out of the four. So it's got a range here. It broke out of highs at 460. And want to know, can you hold it and start holding the ATR highs up? ATR high is now at 479. I'm gonna take Hollow off. Hollow is like dying. And I'm not seeing anything else that could give INTZ a run for its money right now. Ricker, FF, or except FFIE. That's the only other thing. I'll throw that up there, but I don't know how that's gonna do. Okay, yeah. All right, so this was the line in the sand here at 460. So we're gonna look between FFIE and INTZ. FFIE. What was the what was the catalyst on FFIE? Faraday futures. It had a catalyst 10 hours ago about, let's see. Entrepreneur Luke Haynes, the company's latest developer, co-creator officer, will receive his FF91 2.0 Futuristic Alliance. So he's receiving like some type of award during a delivery ceremony next month in Los Angeles. Luke Haynes, I don't know how that's going to help the rest of the company, but okay. He's receiving an award, which doesn't sound that great for the company and the investors. This is great for him. But FFIE staying above that ATR high, but this candle has not closed yet either. ATR high at 241. INTZ coming back down to this 460 level that we had marked up, this range. So we want to see, can you hold this and can you start getting back above the 475, 479-ish level? Is a question. So it's testing that right now, trying to hold up. Okay, Hollow ripping all the way back above 4, but quite a ways away from that high. CTM, Octo. Okay, FFIE continuing to go higher. So FFIE and INTZ are looking the best right now. Everything else is kind of fading. I took my ATR low off because I just don't use it. If it's below the ATR high, I just let it die. It's gone. But if it starts breaking the ATR high, I'm ready for it. Okay. Yep. Yep. INTZ popping back off of that 460 level we just talked about. back over the ATR highs. It's retesting at $5, and it may actually even go past that now. What's that, 540? Got a couple minutes until this closes. Will it close above ATR highs, or will it snatch back down towards this 460? Candle has not closed yet. These are 15-minute candles. Snatching right there towards ATR highs. Will it stay above it? Okay, getting back below it just a little bit, kind of playing around that level. Popping and dropping, baby. Watt is making its way up towards the ATR highs now. The ATR high is at 142. It has 72 million shares traded. It's actually halted right at the ATR. It has not broken it yet, so yeah, not too sure about what that wants to do. Has to break over 142 and hold up that 142. But we are getting some contenders. So Watt is now up there. We got 3. Watt, INTZ, and FFIE. Right here. Oh, I forgot to grab the float and all that for FFIE. What's that float? Faraday. Float of 11.1 million. Heavy institutions in there, so be careful on that on FFIE. Definitely probably will start getting manipulated here soon. Watch FFIE. INTZ taking its time grinding up. Got about 2 minutes left, and I'm gonna end up having to break it down. I got to go and get to some other work. But you see what I'm looking at. Watt, INTZ, FFIE, and wow, FFIE continue to absolutely, did it halt too? FFIE is into a halt, ripped through the ATR highs there and continued to go up. So I'll wait for a pullback on that. But it's only got 25 million shares traded in comparison to INTZ's 43 and Watt's 72. Watt and FFIE are halted right now. So we'll see if attention flows their way. You know, they go over there and be like, ooh, man, these things are halted. Let's go focus on here. If the focus does fade, we'll probably see INTZ's prices fade here. Yeah, some weakness up here towards these highs on INTZ may need a pullback. I don't know, but kind of slowing down there around the 525s. And now, you know, it touched 525 there for a second. Interesting. Okay, there's some strength up there to 540s. Reach the highs there. Can it continue over the highs? Okay, so it's getting over those highs a lot. Okay, some buyers coming in there. Up to 577s. It started acting weird around that high though. It's like it was slowing down. It kind of blew through. Interesting. So we'll see what happens around this 540 on a pullback. Hasn't had a whole lot of time to make 540 a significant value, a level though. So we'll see. But it is the top mover on today. INTZ. Okay, I got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know what I'm watching. Watt, INTZ, FFIE. White is still halted. FFIE is halted, but I don't have time to stand around and wait. So, all right. Appreciate you guys once again. Hopefully you all have a great week. I'll be back on Wednesday and Friday. And we will continue to, I think did it just halt? It did halt. So a lot of halts today. All three of the top moves that we were watching, White, INTZ, and FFIE halted. Anyway, I'm about to bug out of here. Appreciate you guys once again. And as always, we're going into 2025, another year to get into the grime and the grind of things. So it's whatever. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.